Hey folks, hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. Let's go ahead and get started with this little stream here. Anything else you guys want to talk about, just put it in the chat. Try to be reading it as I'm going. Lots of interesting things happening for the week. Right? There's a new Assassin's Creed game that no one wants to play, which is probably like the last Assassin's Creed game that no one wanted to play. Which for me is pretty much every Assassin's Creed game since like the second one. That I don't really care about playing. You get to be a black samurai who's gay. Yes, we're gonna have an Assassin's Creed set in medieval Japan, known for its assassins, known for its ninjas, and you get to be a black samurai who's gay. Do they even think about this stuff? Like, does this stuff ever cross their minds? It's like, you know, when people engage in a fantasy, they kind of want to engage in the normative fantasy and not gay race communism fantasy of it, right? Oh, medieval Japan game. People are really into medieval Japan. I've written books set in medieval Japan. You can buy one. Here it is. Right? Muramasa Blood Drinker. You can get it. People really like this. It's a good book. So, yeah. People would like to be a samurai, maybe, or, you know, a ninja that does, like, assassination jobs. Like, the fantasy of a ninja killing people is such an easy concept to understand, and probably easier to execute than what they usually do for Assassin's Creed games these days, where they have, like, a bunch of open world bullshit. And they won't do that, right? You can't just have ninjas killing dudes. You have to have gay black samurai action game. I don't know, I felt like that first Assassin's Creed game was very close to the ideal fantasy of it. It was actually very close. It's like, you have to kill this target, figure out how to do it, and that was pretty good, you know? I think it would have been better if you just kind of had things that were more variety, you know? And that would be probably all you needed to do for sequels. Eventually you end up with like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where it's like, this is a Greek mythology game for some reason. Open world. Yeah. Let's see. Feudal Japan, which is known for its Japanese people. Maybe you'd want to play as a Japanese person doing Japanese stuff. Especially if you're going to set it in the Warring States period, in the Sengoku period. It's very rich. There's a ton of cool stuff you could do. There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of politics at the end of the Muromachi period, the end of the Muromachi shogunate, as you enter the Sengoku period, the Warring States period. There's just so much. There's like betrayal and assassination. There's just a ton of cool stuff going on. But they don't do that. Instead, it's, you know, here's this historical footnote. You get to play as him, and also he's gay. Woo! Yasukai was being weirdly pushed for a while, not just in Assassin's Creed. I know, there was an anime about him. He was in Samurai Warriors 5. It's a little suspicious. Yeah, and when people dug it up, they're like, no one was talking about this guy until recently. Like, what's the obsession with trying to put a random African into feudal Japan like he mattered, you know? He was irrelevant to everything. It's just like a footnote, like, oh, there was like a black guy there. You know, like John Adams, the white guy, was probably a bigger footnote than random Jesuit slave. But that's what we end up with, right? Other people have done the kind of broken it down where it's like all of this comes from like a white historian who kind of just pulled it all out of his ass. Was my understanding. Just because a historian writes it doesn't mean it's true. I know this is hard for people to believe, but like historians are often engaged in bullshit, where they take a small number of facts and they extrapolate from them all sorts of suppositions that then get passed off as like real. I've given a few examples. The one that really comes to my mind is this idea that Romans were somehow accepting of trans people, and trans people were a thing in ancient Rome. No, right? Because of certain codified and in a lot of cases non-codified, like kind of addictory. That's a anthropological term. It means like an unspoken rule. Kind of setups for how sexuality happens, especially outside of marriage. Marriage was very explicitly about family. So sexuality outside of marriage had a whole bunch of different subtle ranges of people tolerating it or not tolerating it. Augustus famously was very upset about people not having children, not having the Roman family be important. Anyway, what they used to, as an example for this, is like, oh, well, Nero got married to a man who looked like his wife that he had beaten to death. And he dressed as the bride in the wedding, and everybody like cheered at the wedding or something, right? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the exact words, but like people stood up and approved of this wedding. Okay. So Nero was the emperor. If his circle didn't show up to the wedding, he would have just had them killed, crucified upside down or something, right? So it wasn't like anyone had the option to not go to this particular perversion of a wedding. This doesn't come that long after Augustus, who's like hyper conservative and exiled his own daughter for being too much of a tramp. But the truth is, this may never have happened. It may just be complete bullshit, and it may actually be one of these mini political stories. Like, imagine you're a historian 2,000 years from now and you're reading about like the Donald Trump pissgate, right? That he had someone piss in a bed that Barack Obama had been in. Okay, this is on its face absurd. But things get passed down through history as like rumors. So this may never have happened. And if it did happen, the historians writing about it were probably mentioning it to exhibit what a terrible and depraved and evil Emperor Nero was. He was extremely unpopular with the senatorial class, which is the class that's writing most histories after the fact. So if you're reading Cassius Dio or someone like that, you're reading someone that's writing from the senatorial perspective. The plebeians probably really liked Nero, as evidenced by lots of people showing up pretending to be Nero reborn after he died. So the peasants probably liked Nero and thought he was cool. But that doesn't mean that they were okay or wouldn't have thought it was extremely weird that he engaged in this like perversion of a wedding ceremony with a man who looks like his dead wife. This is probably something that was conjured up, or probably something that was kind of popularized because it shows what a evil and disgusting and wicked man Nero was, right? You have to stamp out the image of the bad guys who came before. And after the year of, was it the year of 4? There's 2 years of multiple emperors. I think that was the year of 4 emperors after Nero died. Nero, and then you have, I'm trying to remember all of them. I'm a terrible Roman historian. I don't remember every emperor from the year of 4 emperors until you get, is it Vespasian? Anyway. After all this chaos, like, we really have to make Nero bad. You bury his golden palace under dirt and build some baths over it. The golden palace isn't discovered until over 1,000 years later, right? So you get that stuff. Like, no one ever stops to think like, oh, maybe this is a case of yellow journalism with these historical fragments, or in a lot of cases you don't have the original. You have a historian referencing an original that's been lost. So all you have is the reference of it. You don't have the original thing at all. But anyway, that one comes to mind. People thinking that Romans were somehow very accepting of anything outside of the normative male-female dynamics and roles in marriage to fulfill all of the purposes of marriage in the state are insane. Because everybody else, that's how it worked, right? We're not talking... kind of characterizing the Romans as depraved and stuff, that could occur along different lines, but it wasn't with gender roles. Rome was extremely patriarchal, a real patriarchy. Like if you were the head of your family, you could sell your daughters into slavery. That's not something that's particularly accepting of transsexualism or transgenderism, you know. A lot of that stuff is BS. Another big one that comes out of history as far as BS is a lot of the stuff around Pope Alexander VI is probably historians that have codified as history rumors and yellow journalism because of the politics of the Roman Church at that particular point in time. Alexander VI, otherwise known as Rodrigo Borgia, he had many rivals, and those rivals were going to do everything they could to pervert his legacy and undermine his rule so that they could take power themselves, including Julius, who came after him, I believe. So Rodrigo Borgia, and you hear these rumors, and good historians will talk about them as like, so here's this story. That's probably, we can't confirm it. It sounds like yellow journalism. It's very salacious, and it goes along with this image we have of Pope Alexander VI being this horrible, deranged, sexually perverted pope. Meanwhile, he did actually meet with people every day. He heard confessions and stuff. He did the pontiff stuff. And if it weren't for Alexander VI, northern Italy, all the way down to Rome, maybe all of Italy might have gotten conquered by France, and then you would have had a return of a papal schism, the Avignon papacy, because the King of France wanted to control the papacy, wanted the papacy in France, even though that doesn't make any sense, because the Pope is the Bishop of Rome, first and foremost. But anyway, if it weren't for the military and political might of Alexander VI, you could have had another conquest of Italy, and you would have had France in control of it. But because of his ability to politic and control the armies and get the republics of northern Italy to kind of go in line, they were able to avoid that. Anyway, so one of the, I'm trying to remember some of the stories about Rodrigo Borgia. One of them was this idea that they had this party where they all went out like onto a balcony. It's called the Mares and the Stallions. And it's probably bullshit when you hear it. They set a bunch of stallions loose on mares and watched the stallions violently mate with the mares. And this was their entertainment for the party. This is a little bit weird. Like, why would you do that? There's another one where like they spread nuts on the ground and they made the maids or the women not wearing any underwear, basically bend over and pick up the nuts, so they would be like looking at their bottoms and stuff, right? So you read something like this seems really, really silly, but it may have had something that would cue into the mind at that time about the salaciousness of Pope Alexander VI. But you don't really need to add stuff to his reign because he had illegitimate children that he put into places of power, especially Cesare Borgia, who led the armies, the papal armies in the papal states, and helped prevent, like conquest by France. He died of syphilis, so there's plenty of scandal there. He had late-stage syphilis, which Christopher Columbus brought over from Hispaniola, modern-day Haiti. They always do that, says Jack Vance. Great name, Kirkland. Find one obscure edge case and stretch it to the point of absurdity. There's a lot of stuff about Marie Antoinette that we know is just made up. Exactly, yeah. Vlad the Impaler, another example. Vlad is a Romanian national hero, and you add a lot of grotesque stories to them. Some of them may have been put out there just to make the Romanians seem more fearsome to the Turks, you know? It may not have had anything to do with Vlad being especially evil, but rather him being a really fierce opponent. So, impaling everybody to scare them. You got to stay away from Vlad. He'll impale you. Who knows how that propaganda was working at the time. It might have come from both sides. We know from journalists today that the original that's being referenced can say the exact opposite of what the author says it does. Exactly. They could spin it however they want. Historians do this all the time. I read a book by Mary Beard that was just atrocious. God, it was awful. It was terribly written, but the scholarship on it was just abysmal. It was like, I'm going to take a couple of random details and fit them into a prescriptive matrix for my feminist worldview. And that's what the book's going to be about. It's like, I don't know. I kind of wanted a real book on history about like what caused what and who did what and why. You know, your theories about how that happened, right? Not a bunch of, you know, proto-Marxist analysis of bullshit. Just abysmal. 1 star. I think it was called, it was like something on the Emperors of Rome. It was the worst book on Roman history I ever read in my life. And I've read, yeah, I think it was the other one. She did another one, but she's just terrible. And it's just like, it's a completely propped up thing. If I hadn't gotten it for free, it would have been, I would have been really mad. But like, I got it free with some subscription. I think it was, I don't remember, but it was terrible. It was very, very, very bad. And so, but that's an example of a modern kind of pop history scholarship. It's just not scholarship. It's telling a tale. And people forget that it's all about stories, right? News stories are stories. They have setting, characters, and plot, and history is a story too. So the question with history is, are you going to assemble enough facts to make a coherent narrative with that setting and characters and plot that people are able to remember and understand the meanings behind things? Can you back it up? Do these things fit together, right? Like we're building a story out of facts and sources and disparate things sometimes. And in some cases with ancient history, the sources are lost and we only have references of the sources or maybe summaries from the medieval. That happens a lot. You have like a summary that a monk wrote in like the 8th century during the Carolingian Renaissance, and we lost the original source, and all we have is what that monk wrote in the 8th or 9th century. That's really more common than you realize. So anyway, yeah, that's just an example. It's just ends up being really bad. But you look at it and you realize there's a skill to that, and the skill is knowing how to fit the facts into whatever sequence, whatever narrative that you want to tell. I did this with my high school students. I gave them the same exact story, but told in 2 different ways. And it was about somebody getting a candy bar from the store and not paying for it. But because of the way that I arranged the order of facts, they had these 2 different conclusions about it. One was that, you know, somebody went to the candy store and intentionally stole a candy bar. And the other one was that somebody went to the candy store and realized later that they hadn't rung up the candy bar, but they had rung up other groceries. So they were doing self-checkout and missed the candy bar and realized it after the fact, and then went back and paid or something, right? Versus a person just straight up shoplifting. Based on how you take the exact same facts, how you word them, what kind of sentences you put in them, what kind of inferences you make, what you leave out, what you leave in, what you allow the reader to extrapolate from the way that you present those facts to come up with a more full narrative. And sometimes you intentionally omit things so that people fill them in with facts that make sense to them. And it could be people come up to the exact wrong conclusion, the exact opposite conclusion. So I use that as an example. I'm like, okay, so you guys decided that he stole the candy bar. The other side said, no, he didn't steal the candy bar. And you looked at it and it was the same facts, but the other one presented them in the correct order so that it was clear that he accidentally walked out without the candy bar, right? That the candy bar, walking out without paying for the candy bar was not an intentional act, but a mistake that he realized after the fact, you know? So anyway, I don't remember if it was SPQR, but it was terrible. And it wasn't the first time I had my eyes open to like Marxist history rewriting. You really can take the same facts, because especially with ancient history, our facts are so sparse. You can take the same facts and rewrite them to be whatever you want. And there are certain kinds of narratives that are like career killing. You can lose your career if you are looking at certain facts from the 20th century and contradicting certain kinds of propaganda. You just won't be able to work as a historian at all. You'll never get a job at a university. On the other hand, for many years, people argued that Shakespeare's depiction of Richard III as a hunchback was slander. Then they found his skeleton, and he actually was a hunchback. How about that? You know? That's interesting. It's the same thing with Carthage. This is another example. The idea that Carthage was sacrificing children to Baal or Moloch, right? These Phoenician gods, which they're in the Bible too. The Philistines and the Phoenicians are the same ethnic group, roughly. Anyway, they did excavations. They found the baby skeletons, and it turns out it wasn't just Roman propaganda against the Carthaginian state, but in fact they had been murdering children and sacrificing children to Moloch. So it turns out that wasn't propaganda. That was real. And we had assumed it was propaganda because it seemed too far-fetched. It seemed like a far-fetched thing. But we're realizing a lot of the savagery of the ancient world is because we're civilized and we think, no, people wouldn't actually just like murder their own children. It's like, actually they did. The world was pretty savage. Just because we've been able to be civilized doesn't mean everybody was civilized, even in a civilization. That they weren't doing really brutal things in order to maintain that civilization. So, interesting to think about. Interesting stuff. Anyway, let's play a game. The irony of modern historians criticizing the ancients as writing morality tales. Yeah. Well, you know, a huge part, something that we have to realize when it comes to war, is that we tell stories after the war that... I'm trying to think of the right words. The word justify comes to mind, but it's not quite the right word. It's not the word I'm thinking of. Not to justify the war, but rather to make sure that we're telling stories to ourselves about ourselves being the good guys. And in some cases, you need something like a Nuremberg show trial, which just exists to make sure that everybody knows the bad guys were really bad and everything we did was totally justified because of how bad the bad guys were. All that sort of mythologizing that happens after a war, it's a kind of propaganda, right? But I think it moves into another territory of mythology. I think World War II is a heavily mythologized conflict because of how brutal and devastating it was for so many people. And because of how brutal and devastating it was, it's really important that the mythology reflect the necessity of what was done and the necessity of the war. When you have somebody do any kind of historical analysis where they're like, actually, you know, the war didn't have to happen, or, you know, if we had done this, I don't believe the war would have happened. That sort of stuff is going to, what's it doing? It's basically engaging in what the Romans would accuse the ancient Christians of doing, which is being atheists. You are rebelling against the established religion of the state, right? You're actively working against the gods of the state when you go against the basic World War II narratives that we've been taught. Whether that's how Pearl Harbor happened, or how the sinking of this ship happened, or how, to what these camps were like, or whether the Japanese labor camps were justified in the U.S. It's all it's a process of mythology. As we get further and further away from it, it moves more and more into the mythic mode, and less into the historical mode. And historians are usually pretty good at, I guess, knowing and figuring out what is mythology and what's not. Like, we have an idea that a lot of early Roman history, as they recorded it, is clearly mythology. And isn't like a real thing. These kings that lived for 70 years and stuff like that. Anyway, let's play some Oblivion. That's enough pontificating. I always pontificate a little bit. You guys know that. I can't help myself. All right, what do we got here? Okay. All right, let me close. Wait, I gotta pause the music. There we go. Okay, make sure I got stuff set up here. Boop, boop, boop. UESP if I need it. Okay, so I'm playing with the mod. Let me link the mod. You guys want the mod? It's a giant mod collection. So let me see if I can find it real quick. Let's see. Should be in here. Here, oh. There we go. Let's go to view on Nexus spots. All right, now I can link it. Okay, so the main one I'm using is called Oblivion Rebirth Plus. It changes a bunch of things, including the leveling system. And then I'll link another one here real quick, which is role-playing hard mode. Okay, so it's called hard mode. Now, right now I don't have hard mode turned on. I enabled one mod of it, and like I died to like the first guy outside of the sewers. And so that was cool. It was definitely cool to get owned. So I have that enabled right now. It's called Mascar's Oblivion Overhaul. The main reason I wanted it is it makes the dungeons darker, which I think is a lot better for atmosphere. So let's get this going. So I just wanted to link those in case you want to play with them too. That's what I am playing with. You do have to launch things with OBSE. So let me get this launched and see if I can get this here. Game. All right. Here we go. Boom. I'm going to turn on the fan. It's hot in here. There's that great music. This also uses a UI mod. Role-playing hard mode. You're a Lady Redguard vampire. Trump defunded the chemtrails and I haven't seen any in months. We might actually have a normal weather pattern instead of blasting the ionosphere all the time. What? This sounds insane, but I'm not going to call you insane because I've done that before and I've been wrong with it. Are you familiar with Tiki History? Tick History. He's a YouTuber who covers World War II history. He's one of the best sources around for detailed info on World War II and the Third Reich. I noticed yesterday how absolutely crystal clear blue the skies were, and they were today. There was just a wisp of cloud off. I've never seen a sky more clear than I saw yesterday, and it was like a perfect crystalline blue, and the weather was perfect. Like yesterday was a perfect day outside. I rarely see that. I'm like, March the 20th in Gulf Coast, Texas, right? In Houston, Texas. Perfect day. Couldn't believe it. Usually we skip right over it. Have I been missing notifications, or is this the first game stream in a while? This is the second. I streamed this on Wednesday too. After a long pontification, I have to always start with a lot of pontificating. I gotta pontificate. If I'm not pontificating, then I'm not really streaming. You know what I mean? My field of view keeps resetting there. I know there's got to be like a fix for that. So on the Mascar's mod, you see it's very dark, right? It's very dark, but it looks great on my screen. I don't know what it looks like on your screen. It looks pretty fantastic. I'm very pleased with it, but I'll just show you these insides here. Can I still pick this up with Z? Yeah. You can pick up the rat and kind of move him around. Well, he's heavy. He's heavier than I thought. Come here, rat. Get out of here. Yeah, like this looks great. The mist, perfect. This is what I remember it looking like, but more blue. Insides were always blue. They wanted to color things to make them look dark, so they made them blue, which is fine. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to try this leveling mod out. I have this game saved here, so we can always edit this stuff here before we leave the sewers. And so I'm thinking we can do some actual kind of like specific builds rather than doing what I have done a lot of content on, which is to efficiently level so your character is good at literally everything. We'll start at being good at a couple of things because this leveling mod will stop you from like basically being great at everything. So I might try a different race because Let's, so if I look at this, right, dragon skin, shield, spree. I don't know why I have this. I don't know what spree is from. Oh. I have supreme. I don't know what spree. What is spree from? Fortify speed and 75% chameleon. No idea what that's from. Where did I get this? I don't know. Wolf, I don't know what I'm doing. Have you heard of HARP? It's a huge, highly secretive array in Alaska that sends radio waves into the ionosphere, officially for research, but allegedly for weather control. So I've heard of it, but I haven't heard about it for weather control. I've never really looked too deep into what it does. Okay, summon skeleton. That's good. Chameleon. I got a chameleon scroll, apparently. Fortify agility, thief burst sign, fortify luck, fortify magicka. Breton enhanced magicka only gives me 20 magicka. Resist magicka. So the Breton resist magicka is only 5, or only 15%, which is pretty weak. That's pretty weak. So we can try out a different race if we want to. Like, it might be good to be a vampire for this run. I don't know. Dragon skin is from Bretons, yeah. So we could try Dark Elf. I mean, that looks like a Giga Chad Dark Elf there. He needs a bigger thing though. Where's the shape? Jaw wide. There we go. Jaw. Yeah. High, low, slope. Yeah. There we go. There's our Giga Chad. Sup? I've been chewing gum. Been chewing a lot of gum. All right. He looks good. You never really look at your character, so it doesn't matter that much. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Hair. Windswept. Let's do something else. Oh, we can have him have a mohawk like in Morrowind. What kind of hair does Giga Chad usually wear? Can't really tell. Bright gray, charcoal, black, bright blonde. It's not changing. Oh, it's because I got it. Do I have a hat on or something? I can't really see in this light. No, not military. Thinning. Rogue knot. Yeah, we'll do that. And it doesn't seem to change the color of his hair, does it? It just looks black to me. It's looking black. We'll do bright gray, I guess. Complexion. Oh, this changes some stuff, doesn't it? Ooh, can make them kind of different colors here. With this mod. Okay, let's make him kind of, there we go. Yeah. I wonder if I could give him like the eyebrow thing, like the, you know what I'm saying? Giga Chad has a mohawk. Should we give him? Let's give him a mohawk. Yeah. You know what? I like the mohawk. Yeah, look at that. Sup. Mohawk. All right, cool. We're not going to see it because he's going to wear a helmet the whole time, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, we're going to be a dark elf. Now, if we look at this, now we have an ancestor guardian. We still have spree for some reason. Feign death and whistle. Let's look at stats. So we already have some high blade, which is good, and some high destruction is pretty low. I might make a different class here. It's still going to be the Raging Poner class, but I think let's do a Dark Elf. All right. Okay, so let's do birth sign. Let's look at some of the other birth signs because we could do a different one. You know? The Atronak. I missed some chat there, unfortunately, about consult with your doctor. Yeah, they buffed all of these with this mod. But I like the thief. Oh, no. Yeah, spree is part of this. So the 10 to agility and 20 to luck. But the 20 to luck seems so good. Maybe they've like balanced some stuff so it's not that good. But like 20 luck is insane. And for level 1. Level 1 in Oblivion, 20 luck is pretty insane. If you're like higher level, luck doesn't like really do anything. But at low levels, it's really good. On Morrowind, like 1 luck is better than 1 of any stat. But generally 5 of any stat is better than 1 luck. So you have to kind of weigh it. But at level 1, like luck is huge in Morrowind. It's buffing luck at level 1 makes your character like unhittable and you can hit everything. It's really good. 10 to strength and speed. I think we're going to keep the thief. I think that sounds like fun. Let's pick we're going to do a custom class here. Let's do something different, okay? Instead, let's do a stealth class, man. Let's do stealth. I'm always do combat because combat's just, come on, it's easy. But let's do stealth. And we're gonna pick our favorite attributes. Obviously, luck and endurance are the best to pick here. So there's just really no better option. Acrobatics. So let's pick some like stealthy ones. Of course, blade. We're gonna want blade. We're not gonna want security. Security is a really bad skill to pick because you just don't need security skill in Oblivion. It's just a dead skill. There's no reason to ever pick it. Right? Something different. Stealth archer. Well, in Oblivion, playing stealth is actually quite a bit more difficult than it is in Skyrim. Yeah. And if you play Morrowind and you're like, I'm going to be a thief, it's like, good luck, dude. Being like a thief kind of class is really hard. Actually, I think I'm still going to go with combat because it's super easy to level stealth stuff. It really is. Endurance and luck are going to be the best. Of course, you're going to want blade. You're going to want sneak so you can get past some sneak checks early. You never want to pick security in Oblivion. Plus, at level 10, you can get the skeleton key. It's a very easy quest. Everyone knows about it. So there's no reason to really get security ever in Oblivion. It's just not good. We can do, but because this leveling mod, we don't have to efficiently level, we can pick other things that we like to have good, like marksman. Okay. We can do sneak and marksman. I think these are both governed by agility. We can do hard to say. I think illusion is good. I think illusion magic is usually pretty good. I don't use it that much, but if I'm playing with a hard mode, Night Eye is really useful. Yeah. But even if you don't have the skeleton key, it's the lockpicking mini game in this game is so easy. It's just so easy. It's just really easy. Dark Elf, Destruction. I'm going to do Destruction. This is personality. This is not int. It is... what's the other one? Willpower. There we go. Conjuration will be int, though. So Destruction and Conjuration are good. I'm thinking Block. Block, I believe, is Endurance in this one. So that's a good one to pick. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we could pick one more. One more for speed. Let's do Athletics. Oh, nope. Blade, Block, Conjuration, Destruction, Illusion, Marksman. Oh, I did Marksman. Marksman's Agility. Sneak is Agility. Tempted to not do Marksman and instead do Athletics. Have a little speed boost here. Get our speed up. All right, let me check real quick. Give me a second. Luckily, I have this this up. Even though we don't have to efficiently level, I think it might be a good idea to just kind of pick more diverse skills. Let's see here. Skills. All right, strength, blade, blunt, hand to hand. Okay, we got one. Endurance, we got block. That's good. Speed. Yeah, we're going to want athletics. We're going to want athletics for sure. And then agility. Sneak and marksman are both agility, so we'll take marksman and we'll pick athletics. Then we have everything covered. If we want to switch to like efficiently leveling, we can do that really easily. So we're going to get rid of marksman and we're going to go with athletics. Okay. Raging Poner. Oh yeah, dude, Conjuration's great. If you're ever in a bind, and that's the thing is like if you're playing as if you're trying to be stealthy, you can always conjure like a Daedra and have him tank, and you can shoot arrows and stuff. It's really good. It's actually it's really good. The other thing is you can conjure Daedric bow, so you don't have to, or especially early in the game, you don't have to carry a bow around or carry a blade around. You can just conjure it and then use it, and it's a max level weapon whenever you need it, and doesn't take up space in your inventory. Okay. I want to be a Raging Poner, yes. All right, let's go. Okay. I'm going to save as soon as I get out of here because I know what's going to happen. All right, so let's go. Because I have this hard mode thing on, I'm not sure why the field of view is always so messed up, but whatever. I got experience for finishing the tutorial. This is what it looks like. Looks okay. Splash. All right, let's see if this guy over here will like own the crap out of us or not. There's a slaughterfish trying to kill me. Can I get the slaughterfish? Or no, the arrows are like bouncing off the water. Can I hit the slaughterfish in there? All right, let me go down there and get this slaughterfish. There we go. Look at that blood. All right, let's see if we can sneak up on a guy here. If not, we may need to like, because there's like a ruin here. Nordgirl at the waterfront is in deep trouble. I will remember that because that might be a quest out. Look, ooh, there's my shadow. That is a dark elf shadow if ever I have seen one. Where's my hood? I'm not wearing a hood. Let's put one on. Yeah. Let's see what I got here. Here, let's let's do 5. We can use that staff. There should be a bandit here. See? See if I can find that bandit. Oh, there's 2 bandits. Perfect. Man, there's a lot of arrow drop in this game. Gotta remember that. We'll see if this kills me. I died. You can see that this is pretty hard. Let's try that again. Describe the bandits. Okay. Oh, I think I got a crash. Let's try that again. Oh, you can't... You can't see it, obviously. What the heck am I doing? There we go. My bad. My bad. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the... I wasn't paying attention to anything. Well, you could have watched me get killed. We're going to reload and we're going to see if I can get killed right now. Describe the bandits. I was like, oh, I'm not paying attention to chat. Yeah, I forgot I switched it out because I tabbed out to look at... My bad. I wasn't looking at the screen. We're gonna see if we can kill this bandit again here. Let's see here. Put this on number 5, and let's see. Let's see what I have here. Do I have like a conjuration guy? Ancestor guardian. Let's do that. And I have Starlight already. Cool. Man, that used a lot of magic. I'm sure he's gonna aggro. Here he goes. Got her. Yeah. That is harder. That is harder. That is harder than normal. Okay. Am I over encumbered? Of course I am. Yes, way over encumbered. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm still over encumbered. Okay. What don't I need here? Armor, 1, 2. The Mythic Dawn stuff looks better, but my hood keeps coming off. Oh, I didn't have it on. Shield 1%, resist fire. So that seems like it's... The 1% shield is good as like 1 armor, right? I don't know. See if there's any... kind of anything else over there. I heard a rumor, Nord Girl at the waterfront, maybe in deep trouble. Maybe I should go there and check. I think that's an add-on. That's like a add-on quest. Let's see if there's anyone else over here. Wait, am I still... There we go. All right. There's an Alien ruin here. Get this apple. Arrow. Crate. Feathers have weight to them. I think I could sleep in that bed and it boosts my experience. Can I sleep in it? Cannot sleep with enemies nearby. Well, that's good to know. Immortal blood. The moons and stars were hidden from sight. Okay. We could sell that. A weak potion of healing. Enemies nearby. If there's any other treasures. We can go sell our stuff at what's his name's shop. And then we can get on with the game. Do you have 11 Mythic Dawn robes? Yes, I do. They're like worth gold in this with this mod. So yeah, I have them. So I'm going to figure out how to sell them. Go to the Walnut Inn, I think. I can talk to the guy, but I may have to go to Deep Scorn Hollow first. Oh, there's another bandit. Dude, he juked the magic. Crazy. Keeps asking me if I'm getting tired. I'm like, nope. You might, though. Go get him, skeleton. Where is he? I got him. Woo! I killed him. Bandit Bowman dies. I didn't get access to the remake. This is just very modded. A steel dagger. How much is that worth? I gotta go unload my stuff here. Silver arrowhead. Okay. Yeah, I gotta drop something here. Need those boots. I think I can soul trap my own creatures in this one too. Ah! Alright, here we go. Alright. Got rid of... Cook the food into some potions. The music is so good. I want to crank up the music. There's some ducks. There's some little ducks here. Aren't they cute? Oh, here's a chest. Oh, wonderful. A broom, a lantern, and wood ash. Well, that's lovely. What about this here? Jewelry box. Very lovely. All right. Bubkiss. Where am I? That's right. I have this color map. There it is. Okay, I'm not here at Vilverin. Let's see. We're going to go to the Market District. Oh, wait. I was going to see if I could talk to the guy at the Wanted Inn. Maybe he doesn't talk to you if you don't have enough infamy. I'm sorry I didn't have the gameplay on for a couple minutes. Please forgive me. Have you heard of the game Kingmaker shown at the Future Game Show yesterday? Nope. The dev said that they stuck to Unreal Engine 4 for the better performance. Really shows how Unreal 5 just isn't good. I still think Unreal 3 looks good. What time is it? It should be a little bit darker. I feel like it should be darker here. Maybe if we... shaders. Main. Moon shadows. What's this? Okay. Yeah. HDR. Exterior. Hard to say. Night eye. I don't know. Let's go, see if we can run it, the game filter. It's with our details. Ooh, a kitty. Hello, kitty. Wait, actually, can I go to the Walnut Inn already? Probably not. I think I have to go to Deep Scorn Hollow first. Let's go over there. This unlocks a guy who will buy things up to 2,000 gold, which is really good. This looks pretty good, though. Let's see. Is it on or off? I don't feel like messing around with that too much right now. I think it looks fine with it off. I felt like it looked better the other day, though. It might be the overhaul mud kind of messing with the lighting a little bit. That kind of hard mode mod. It's definitely more what I like in here, though. All right, we got the info. Like, it's more dark on the interiors, which is good. But, like, exteriors at night are still pretty bright, which I'm not crazy about. This is like a victim's chest, which I think if you put things in there, they have a chance to despawn. Just in case I want to put, like, one robe and one hat in here. I don't know. One. Nope. Let's do one. So, leave one behind in case we want to, like, use that later. And we can just go out this way if we want to. Now, do we want to try to get Fin Gleam? Let me show you about some really powerful level 1 items. You guys want some powerful level 1 items? Let's go, first let's go sell this stuff. And, I think we can actually, that's perfect. I like the zoom out feature. What's up, Val? Hope you're having a great one. I'm having fun. Yeah. Well, this looks pretty good. It's pretty bright. I wonder if I can, like, darken up the night a little bit. But this looks nice. It looks nice. It's okay. I don't need night vision, I guess. I may still disable, like, the Mascars mod.
You need something.
Have anything good? Perfect, perfect. All right. Hammer of Embers. That's nice. Haggle. Oh, no. Let's, I want to sell, oh, dude, he's selling these at a way discount. Let's see what else we can sell him, like, some little things just to kind of get our disposition up. And then we can actually,
thank you. Come again. So?
Make him like us a little bit here. I already know how to do this. So the trick is you always want to do the stuff that he doesn't like first. So he's neutral, happy, doesn't like, really doesn't like. So you want the small one to go with the stuff he really doesn't like. That matters more than getting the big stuff with what he does like. And over time you'll get it bigger no matter what. And it's always the same. So you do this, 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 this. You do this, 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 this. Really easy. This, this.
I like that. You're too kind.
All right. So now, when we do this, we can haggle up to maybe 50. See, yeah. Maybe there, and see if he'll buy something from us that's, like, really cheap. If he's buying it, then you're like good to go. We can go a little bit further, but he may lose his disposition if you go too high. So we'll just try to make it a little better. You'll see his disposition gets a little higher as you go. You can always bribe him a little bit, right?
Oh, you need to make a better offer.
So
Thank you.
You can always bribe him.
Oh, nice. It's just what I wanted. I appreciate the gesture.
It doesn't cost much to bribe him up to, like.
For me. Thank you. How kind.
All right, so we got this pretty much as we're gonna get here.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Let's sell our. We don't want to sell this stuff. Repair hammer weighs 3. Whoa. We can sell. I think if you hold control.
You don't expect me
Maybe
to do
this.
that? Make me a better offer.
Oh. Sorry, let's haggle down a little bit. Alright. Sell those. Tiny ruby. Tiny sapphire. Tiny topaz. So, where's dispositions at? Probably go a little higher. Just want to kind of max this out. Then you can sell one of these.
A good price for a good...
And the more stuff you sell with him, the more his disposition's going to get here. He only has, what, 2,000 gold. So sell one at a time and you're good. See, his disposition's gone up quite a bit, so we can start creeping that up a bit. Your
You've got to be kidding.
we got to go down a little bit. He'll lose disposition each time you try to haggle. There we go. 347's good.
You got it. You've made it good.
Each time you do it, he'll get a little bit higher. But your mercantile skill will also affect that, so you just kind of test it out. Eventually, you can get like max,
You got it good.
you know, max stuff from this guy. Sell that.
An excellent bargain.
Anything other than 2,000. He has infinite gold. Like merchants in this one have infinite gold. So, but they just have like a max price for stuff that they'll buy. You guys, should we get Umbra? We can get Umbra at level 1. Do you want to do that? Do people want Umbra at level 1? All right, powerful level 1 items. Okay, well, I'll show you how to get some of these powerful level 1 items.
That's a...
All right, let's see if there's anything else we want to sell. Everything else I'm good. I'm going to sell that. Goblin Shaman Staff. Okay. 16,000 gold.
Tell your friends about...
All right. See you around.
Walk always in the shadow of...
Of course, I could like buy all this stuff to outfit my little lair or whatever already. That might be fun. Okay. I don't know why he's so angry. He's angry because he's actually a vampire, if you read the little book. Oh, look at this puppy. He's very cute. He's very cute. Hi, little guy. How you doing? Yeah, you'll be my buddy. There's the kitty. The kitty's playing. Look at the kitty. How do I pet the cat? Is there a pet spell? I think there's a way to pet the cat, but I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. We don't need to go to Wayne Priory right now. Really, you shouldn't have any of these like waypoints. It's kind of cheap to have these. Legion Fort Boyard, Red Rose Manor. Okay, these are all quests. Okay. Let's see where we want to go. Fingleam. It's out here. We'll go to Anvil, okay? Go out here to the Horse Whisperer stables. Okay. Let's go get Fingleam. Pretty useful item. There we go. Go a little faster with your weapon. Oh, there's something else around here. So, in the original version of the game, this is probably patched out by the unofficial patch. You can get a Daedric longbow and basically make it permanent. 0 weight item. It's a bug. It's really an exploit, but I have a video on how to do it. There's a standing stone over here. You click it, you get a Daedric weapon. You use the weapon, you drop the weapon, that the spell wears off. You pick the weapon. Oh no. Use the weapon, repair the weapon, drop the weapon. Seek greater fame to be judged worthy. All right. Here it is. We can test it out. You like repair the weapon and then it becomes permanent. Okay. Let's see if this works. Yes. Okay, so what you do here is you just you will find the bound bow, condition 99. You can repair it. Exit. And then I think you can drop it and then pick it back up again. Is that it? Oops. Oh no, there goes my regular bow. Oh crap, I lost it. And I lost it in the grass. It fell through the earth. Let's reload that. I think this might actually be fixed in this one. Yeah. I think they might have fixed it. So we get a bound bow and a bound helm or whatever. Okay. Look at the pigeon. The pigeon's attacking me. A pheasant. Yeah, I think they fixed it, so like I can't drop it. I have to like look up my old video on how to do it. But yeah, you can get a permanently bound weapon here. You dumb little crab. Do I not get any experience for killing the crab? There he is. Oh, I got 4 experience for killing the crab. All right. So this item is called Fin Gleam. It's out here. Oh, it's raining now. Not very cloudy for rain, but whatever. Why does this keep... It keeps resetting. There'd be something like... There it is. See? Yeah. There we go. I'll have to maybe put it in the INI, and that might do it. Okay. So you have to go kind of out here where it says A. And let's get some air. Boy, the air goes quick in this version of the game. We're going to go down here. There's a skeleton down here somewhere. If you can get a like a water breathing potion, it makes it a lot easier. A lot easier. Let's see. We lost it. So it's out here. I think on the B. It's called Fin Gleam. It's a... Here it is. Nope, that's not it. That's not the skeleton. There's a skeleton around here. If you find the skeleton, there's a helmet on it that you can just pick up. And if you just pick up that item, it's a helmet that gives you night vision, underwater breathing, and life detect. Wondering if it's still out here. I have to swim around a little bit to see if I can see it. Yeah. It's down here somewhere. Go back up to the top. See if we can see it. Let's see if we're here. I think it's right around the A. To go straight down. Ah, there's supposed to be a skeleton. It's been so long since I found it, I can't exactly remember where it is. We'll keep looking for it. Other option is to like see if we have something that has like underwater breathing. I don't have any underwater breathing potions yet. But you can get some. We'll get some like underwater breathing scrolls. And then look for the fin gleam skeleton. It's pretty far out here. So I remember it being right around the A. Alright, so let's see if it's here. Let's see, we can zoom in a little bit. Somewhere around the A. You go straight out here. It should be somewhere like right around here. Maybe on the B. You can always look it up on the internet too. I know I did a video on how to get fin gleam. There's a bird. And the thing is, once you find fin gleam, you can just put it on to breathe underwater, and it's like no big deal. Right, like this will kill me. And I'll just reload a save. See if I can find it anywhere. Do I see it? Anybody see a skeleton? Shoot. Anyway, you can get this at level 1. It's a pretty good item. As my body slowly floats up. It's by a rock. One of these rocks. Yeah, actually, let's see what UESP says. Watch, we'll just look up. Fin gleam. There's no fin gleam. No fin gleam entry. I think I'm too far out. I think I need to go closer to the island. I think it's just north of the, or it's just to the side of the B. UESP is not going to help me, though. I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Alright, let's see. You see the skeleton. I'm not seeing the skeleton. We'll see if this kills me. I think we're roughly in the right place. Hard to say exactly where it is. Anyway, when we find it, you'll know exactly where it is because I'll have found it. Alright, let's try one more time here. Oh, yeah, I also have a local map. Yeah. Oh, it's not going to show the rocks, is it? Dang it. Tapped out. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's the skeleton. I was way too far out. There it is. Fin gleam. Now, items. You require expert level and light armor to wear this. What? What kind of mod did I install here? Oh, no. Yeah. Okay, I can't wear Fin Gleam because I'm not high enough level here. So that's going to be an issue. But I have Fin Gleam, so now you know where it is. So you find... Here, let's look at it on the map here. And this is exactly where it is. Show world map. So right on this loop of the B right above that, that is where Fin Gleam is. Right here. Right where I'm at. So if you want to know where Fin Gleam is, it's right where I'm at. You swim straight down, you find it on a, I don't know how the skeleton drowned and died when it has underwater breathing, but there you go. Anyway, items. Fin Gleam. Apparently with this mod, I cannot wear Fin Gleam unless I have expert level and light armor. You can see it flash on. It looks cool though. All right. All right, so there's a powerful level 1 item that I can't wear with this mod. What an interesting thing. I need to have a higher skill level to wear some light armor. And I also don't level up by healing myself here, so that's also cool. All right, I need to get some Nern Root. Got this quest. Okay. Next high level, next really good level 1 item is going to be in Breville. I'm sorry, not Breville. Bruma. It's going to be in Bruma. Okay. So you will encounter this if you do the Dark Brotherhood quest. If you have not started the Dark Brotherhood quest, this is actually easy because the guy who would stop you from doing this won't spawn. He won't spawn until you are on the final steps of the Dark Brotherhood quest. Let's see. It is Jagasta's house. There it is. Okay. So we'll just save real quick. We're hidden. See, a reason that you don't want to pick up security is you can just skill your way through any lock in this game. So it's really a bad skill. It's not a good skill to pick pretty much ever. I cannot sleep while trespassing. Good to know. But look at this cloak. Boom. I got a cloak with this mod. Is there anything here worth money? No. But there's some 0-weight items, right? So if you find a 0-weight item, it's a good idea to like grab it because you can always enchant it later. It weighs nothing, so no downside to like grabbing it. The leather's worth something, I guess. I don't know if there's any of these mods that'll let you like craft stuff. But yeah. Cupboard. Grilled chicken breast. Okay, we'll grab all that. Let's see here if there's anything that will give us any kind of skill ups. Mortal Blood, yada yada. Okay, we were. I'm not going to be reading books out loud for this playthrough unless you really want me to. I don't need a pickaxe. Don't need this. Don't need this. This stuff is worthless. Folded cloth, worthless. I'm going to show you the good stuff in a second, but I'm just grabbing whatever. All right, let's get the good stuff. It's down here. Jagasta doesn't spawn unless you're on the like the final part of the quest. Here's an easy lock. We'll open it up. There's an iron warhammer. I might grab it on the way out if I have room. Here's another very easy chest. Very easy. I'm gonna grab me those arrows, a gold, wolf pelt, whatever. Leather strips. I don't know if you can craft anything in this game. Feather. I don't know what the feathers are for. Now, right here, there's a trapdoor to a secret training room. You have to find that on the quest. But what we're looking for here is this locked keg. This very hard locked keg will give you something. Here's a leather cuirass, which is pretty good. And you can just wear that. Leather gauntlets. There's some armor here. It's pretty crappy armor, but whatever. And when you're looking for Jagasta, you'll find him down here. So we can go down. Oops. You can go down here and look around. I don't think he spawns yet. If he has spawned, he'll just kill me. But he's usually down here train. Oh, there he is. I guess I could talk to him. What's up, dude?
No offense, stranger, but who I am.
There he is.
What I do.
Usually he doesn't spawn. I thought he didn't spawn.
All right.
Doesn't like that. Likes it. Likes that. Hates it. Okay.
That's my. I can't. Don't try to manipulate me. I won't fight. What? That's my life is drab and not. You think gracious? I won't fight you. Not now. You think such adventures? How? Don't. You've got a point. You're good. The Emperor and his 3 sons dead right under the noses of the Imperial Guard. It's a disgrace.
Okay.
Move faster if you value your life.
You can read this. Get a little skill up there. Oh, man. Like that narrow field of view and like this big monitor is a pain in the butt. All right, so he's there, and I guess you can talk to him. You could probably kill him early here and like, hey, look at this painting. That's cool. Got a little Dutch genre painting here. That's nice. Glad to know that Dutch genre painting was alive and well in here in the borders of Skyrim. All right, very hard. Oh, that was the one we should have done. There we go. Okay. We have 56 lockpicks. We'll be okay. There we go. Only broke 1 lockpick, opening a very hard lock at level 1. Blackhand hood, blackhand robes, blackhand gloves, which apparently is new for this mod. But if you're playing without mods, you'll get the blackhand robes and the blackhand hood, which are insanely good at level 1. Blackhand boots and blackhand gloves and the 5 tenants. Grab all of that. Let's put them on. Let's see. Blackhand hood. Blackhand robe. Common cloak. Oh boy, that looks like shit. Blackhand boots. Oh, I could put on the gloves and the boots with it. Dude, look at this. All right, we are decked out at level 1. Look at this guy. He is ready to kick some ass. And let's look at all of our stats here. Fortify agility, fortify luck, fortify speed, endurance, marksman, sneak, security, blade, illusion. 50 resist fire, 10 resist frost, resist paralysis, shield, detect life, reflect damage. Shit, dude, we are decked out for level 1. We are ready to kick some ass right now. All right, those are some powerful level 1 items. If you're playing without the mods, you'll just get the robes and the hood, which are fine. Which are fine. Okay. They are really good. Another that genre painting here. Cool. All right, off we go. Look at this guy. Why are you glowing? Oh, I'm detecting life. I'm detecting life with my robes here. Cool. Awesome. Oh. There's got to be a way to fix the field of view.
Go ahead, please. He's that wanted criminal. Isn't he a master thief?
Isn't he a master thief?
Dangerous too. I've heard that the beggars spy for him. Goodbye.
All right. Yeah, once again, I'm super zoomed in again. There we go. Like, that's a little better. Talk to some people here. Good morning. By the way, if you listen to the audiobook version of C.S. Lewis's Space Trilogy, it's got this guy talking, right?
What?
It's this guy. He does the audiobook right here.
So?
Same guy who does who am I thinking of? Not Lucien Lachance. Vicente Valtieri. Same voice actor. All right. Let me think of some other powerful level 1 items. So Fin Gleam, obviously. I can't use it with this mod, but you know, apparently I can use all the other stuff because it's not armor. Let me think of some other ones. Oh, Umbra. You guys want Umbra? Let's see if we can get Umbra. The yellow bar is my experience bar. So I'm playing with a mod. It's got like a Skyrim UI, which I'm not a fan of, to be honest. I might put the regular UI back again, but I thought I'd try it out. It's part of the mod package, so you know, try it out, see what's up. Yeah, but yeah, let's get Umbra. See if I can remember where Umbra is without looking it up. I think it's over here somewhere. Anyway, let's go put Finglim in our Deep Scorn Hollow. Actually, you know what we can do is let's go to the Wana Inn. I think we'll get a weapon here if we. Oh, there's already a weapon in it, I think, actually. Anyway, we'll buy. Let's go to Deep Scorn Hollow first, because we can buy some stuff for our little hideaway here. And then I think there's a weapon in here. So if you go straight to Deep Scorn Hollow, beautiful nights here. Again, I'm too zoomed in, but whatever. I'll figure out how to. Maybe if I write it in the INI, like the field of view is 110 instead of 80 or whatever this is, it'll help. Because I'm playing on a really big monitor, so it's just it's too much. It's a skeleton. Whoa. Okay. Let's check out. And look at me. I'm already like zooming around here. Righteous. Go to the Bastion. Yeah, I'm already like zooming. This looks so good. Let's head down here. Okay. Here's our altar to Sithis. Let's see. Crimson Eviscerator. Level 1 version. Pretty good, though. Magic Blade for us to use. Very cool. Pick some mushrooms. Give me those mushrooms. Yeah. All right. So here's our bed. When we upgrade our bed, we get like a sleeping coffin. Let's sleep for 8 hours. It's good to get your 8 hours of sleep in. Okay. And then you get a rested bonus when you rest in a bed. How cool is that? All right, cool. Good to know. We want to be well rested. Okay, now we're going to go. Let me think where Umbra is. I think you can get Azura's Star at level 1 too. Umbra's out here somewhere. Oh wait, I forgot to put Fingleam back in there. So let's go back in there. And we'll put Fingleam in the chest. The victim loot chest. Since I think I own it. Alright, let's go to you. We're going to put in Fingleam. See you later, Fingleam. We'll put in this stuff just to clean up the inventory a little bit. Those 0-8 items are really good for like a 100% chameleon set. That's a pretty good way to do it. Then you can just put on your chameleon set whenever you want to be completely invisible and not have anyone. Favorite Elder Scrolls. It's a toss-up between this and Morrowind, depending on my mood. More often Morrowind these days, because I've just done so much in Oblivion. It's hard to not like maximize everything. Same thing with Morrowind, to be honest. But Morrowind, I continue to find like weird things in it. I have different nostalgia attached to each one, so. And that's not to say anything bad against, say, I don't know, we needed to go to the market district. The reason is we're going to buy a staff that should help us kill Umbra. I'm trying to remember who sells that. I think it's here, Render Staffs. Should be staves, right? All right. Rendir.
You're in Rindir's staffs, and I'm Rindir. I sell magical staffs. Imagine that. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
I think it's Apotheosis. That is very expensive. Let's see if we can haggle that. It's probably worth it to haggle it. You can get an unenchanted staff. So I think that's the one we want. So let's close the menu. Let's persuade.
For you, of course.
Oh, disposition's already maxed.
Have a look at my web.
Let's haggle it up a bit. Because that can take a lot of gold off. Right?
I let that go too cheaply.
All right. That's a lot of gold. Let's see if we can kill Umbra without using that. I don't know.
I appreciate your business.
Is there an autosave somewhere? Yeah. We'll just use it. Let's see if we can... It's whatever. It's just gold. It's just a lot of gold, you know? But I'm pretty sure I could just steal a bunch of stuff and, like, get the gold back. Like, just steal everything from this, Like, I can just open this up. Scepter of the Daedra. I can just steal this shit at night and just get all my gold back. I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't think he's a vampire. I just have detect life on some of my gear, I guess. All right. Umbra, I think, is over here somewhere. So we'll try to kill Umbra. And then we have a 0-8, like, blade. I think she's out here in a fort somewhere. Maybe to the south here? I think she's out here somewhere. We'll make a new save. I think she's in this fort over here. What? We're just activating the well. It doesn't do anything. There's a guard. Yeah, I think she's over here somewhere. Oh, what is this? Morning Glory. Alright. We'll just do this dungeon. You can kill her at level 1 and you get a Daedric item. And you can even turn that Daedric sword in at level 1 to Martin if you wanted to, like, do the main quest at level 1. It's totally possible. Whoa. All right. So much for those darn little imps. Oh, look at those moons. So pretty. Oh my gosh. He resurrected. He resurrected. You have to get the zombie brain out of him or he'll resurrect. All right. That's what it was. Rad. All right. Let's see if I can rest here. Recover my health. All right. 8 hours of rested bonus. Mushrooms inside the grain. Okay. Where is the entrance? Is there an entrance here? Fort Nickel. I think this is not the right fort. I think this is not the right one. There's a statue up there, though. I'm pretty sure this is not the right one. I don't believe this is the right fort. Yeah, I don't think this is right. Let's take a look inside, see what's in here. Something that'll kill us? I'm expecting... I'll just go back to front. Like a true locksmith. Learn that from the lockpicking lawyer. It's in the rotten chest. Arrows, repair hammer, gold. Okay. Ah. Breaking more lockpicks open in the easy lock than open in the hard one. Or the very hard one. They gave me all this cool gear. Gold, alright. You never have too much gold. This is a very nice little... Oh, there's something there. Do I not have any arrows? Oh, there we go. Oh. There we go. We got the dogs there. I think this is not it. Some like... No, I don't think this is... I don't think this is where I need to be. I'm running away. I'm running... No. How did I get out of here? Is it this way? Now in Oblivion, characters will actually follow you out. Just so you know. What are your thoughts on Skyrim? I like Skyrim. I think Skyrim's great. It's not my favorite. But I like Skyrim. I think Skyrim is great. Alright. So I don't think this is the ruin I'm looking for. I don't remember those bandits being in the Umbra ruin. I'm doing this all by memory. You can look this stuff up. I might do a video on like where Umbra is. How to get Umbra. Like 5 powerful level 1 items in Oblivion. Okay. Let me look it up real quick. Give me a second. UESP. Vindicel. Okay, it's an Iliad ruin. All right, that's right. Let's see. I'm going to look at the map. Oh, I'm way off. I'm way off. It's like way further south. Okay, I think I know where it is though. Yeah, it is going to be way down here. Let's just walk that way. Take a little walk through these beautiful meadows. Hey, here's a horse. Wonder where the guy who owns it is. Oh, we can also get ourselves a unicorn. That's another level 1 thing. So you can get a free horse at level 1. That's a unicorn. The problem is the unicorn will attack you if you have your weapon out around it. So, you know, small problem. Is that a bad guy or a good guy? What do you guys think? Is that guy going to attack me? What y'all think? You think he's going to attack me? Let's find out. Let's talk to him.
What can I do for you?
No, he's a friend. He's a brave and open-minded level 21 conjurer. Oh, I can join party.
Go ahead. What nonsense. You can't. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's pretty. Don't try to manipulate me. You're with. Yeah. Don't waste your flattery on me.
What does join party do?
Sorry.
He doesn't join my party. Okay. He's level 21. I'm like, come on. Join my party. So I think with one of these mods you can persuade people to join your party. So there's an Iliad ruin down there. I don't want to go down there just yet. I like this road right now. It looks pretty. I don't have a horse yet. But I know the unicorn is over here. No, it's over here somewhere. Or here. Anyway, we can look around for the unicorn in a minute. That's another really good level 1 item. In fact, I realized I'm kind of out of time. Whoa, 2 hours went by like that when you're having fun. I'm sorry I didn't... Oh, ooh. Hey, hello. Oh, this is where you get the quest. Here's Clavicus Vial. Here he is right here. And if you give him the sword back, you get the Mask of Clavicus Vial. But I'm not going to activate it. Instead, I'm just going to go, hey, there's an Imperial Legion tower. Neat. Instead, I'm going to go right over to this ruin and go get the sword. That sound good to you guys? It really looks nice. It's a very nice looking mod collection. Glad you're back to gaming streams. Thank you for joining me. Let's see what we got in here. Okay. No, this is not the Ayleid ruin. This is like a little Ayleid well, but I don't need it right now, so it's down over here somewhere. Can we go back to the shrine? Oh, yes, good. So we could, if we want to go back to the shrine, we can. If you want the Mask of Clavicus Vile, you can get that. It's a good item later, I think. It's a heavy, maybe a heavy item. Trying to see around what we got here. Oh. There's a little hedge wizard. He killed me with one hit. Kill me with one hit. She killed me with one hit. She's looking at me. Look, I'm dead. Wow, that was interesting. No, just like the revenge is just funny. It's like Double Dragon 2, the revenge. Okay, so here we are. Okay. By the way, I am playing in 4K, but you're probably watching in 1080p. The game really does look quite good in 4K. But you keep getting this field of view problem. Where every time you do something, it resets the field of view back to like 90 or something. So what was I trying to do? Yes, I was trying to get over here. There's an Ayleid ruin. Oh, there's a Guar over there. Okay. Is he bad? Is he like a I'll attack you kind of guy, or is he friendly? Hey, bud. Oh, you're kind of cool, huh? You're a nice guy? Oh, that's good. I was gonna kill you. Thought maybe. Oh, see, yeah, there's a Daedra walking around over there. There's the ruin. Yeah. I think that's the ruin. Let's see if we can... Alright, they're over there attacking that guy. Let's see if we can get into this ruin. Alright. Is this it? Vindicel, this is it. Okay. Let's see if we can kill Umbra at level 1, or if that's going to be like impossible with this mod. If it's impossible with this mod, that's fine. It really is. But you can do it at level 1 with the crazy staff that I bought. So did that kill the spider? It killed the spider. Oh, these little crab guys. Now, that's how you get these. If you don't have telekinesis, that often works. These are very valuable, so let's see if I can get them off. Man, I can't get these stones down. I need to put a levitate spell in this game. This little cockroach guy is friendly, I guess. Those Welkin stones are really useful. Let's see if there's any bad guys in here. I think there's a rat over there. Let's get him. Wait, he's dead. Oh no, it's poison. It's poison. That's why the rat is dead. It's poison. Are these guys attack? Something's attacking me. Are these guys attack? Are these bad guys? All right. I'm not sure. Young giant spider. Okay. Okay. They're bad guys. I'm like, are they friendly bad guys? Are they... Small venom sac. Okay. We gotta go around the gas, which apparently killed that skeever over there. All right, now these ones I can get. All right, check it out. There we go. Go down there and grab this guy right here. These are good. Oh, he's a friendly beetle. And I killed him. I'm a jerk. Killing the friendly beetles. Oh. I found Umbra by accident early in my first playthrough and tickled her to death from a ledge. The coolest feeling in a game is, did I really get away with that? Yes. And this game is full of stuff like that. So is Morrowind. Morrowind's got some moments that are like that for sure. But this one I just felt like had a lot of them. Let's get down in here. All right. I'm sneaking. For sneaking. All right, there is... Now, I'm not sure if the... What is that? It's a skeever. There's a... There we go. Got that skeever. Yeah, and this one they're just called rats. Skeevers, they're rats. Potion of cure poison. I also have magic. I can do starlight. There we go. Because these dark dungeons you can't see in, so you use your illusion magic to cast some light. Then you can see. But then bad guys can see you. So it's... there she is. There she is. She's down there. So we're going to try to kill her real quick, and we'll see how that goes. It could go good or bad. It just depends. But I bought this staff that... If you can buy the staff at level 1, if you can find the way to steal enough stuff and get enough gold at level 1, you can get this staff, and the staff will absolutely kill her. What you do is you get up on a ledge, one of these things right here, where she can't quite get you, and then you blast her with the staff until she dies. We can actually talk to her right here, can't we?
You risk much by speaking to me. You should leave this place now. Make it quick. Don't try. Really? Is that so? Where'd you get that? That's good. Oh, not remark. You can't scare me. Is that? I like. Don't. Remarkable. Don't. Wish I could say that. Oh, that's great. That's really too. Don't. What a... I like that. Is that
I messed that one up a little bit.
Where'd you get... Don't. What a... Let's just talk. That works for me.
All right.
I think we're in for some hard times. The death of
It does just work. That Bethesda touch. The bugs make it more fun, I think. I really do think that. Okay. So, I think she has like a full set of ebony armor too, which is pretty good to have at level 1. All right. So, let's get out our weapon here. Items. Hypothesis. Let's see. Put that right there. Okay, let's see if we can kill her with this. Okay, that looks a lot better. Let me see if see, this is what's cool about, like, I can pick up this plate and just like throw the plate. There's all kinds of stuff here. Let's see if I can I get up on here? Can't. Oh, sometimes you can get like right here. All right, let's try it. You guys ready? All right, that didn't do anything. Okay, let's try getting a little closer here. I don't know, she might kill us. She dead. We killed her. Woo! Da 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 da. I got level 2. You've ascended to level 2. You grab 305 experience. Cool. All right. There's Umbra. Value 5,000. Grab that. See what else she's got. Umbra's ebony boots. These are very valuable. I don't have enough weight to carry them. Okay, so let me see what I have here that it can go on back on her thing. I could put all kinds of stuff. I could put her boots back on. I could put her shield on, or no, dang it. I want the shield. These are good. So these are good. At level 1, they're good. Heavy armor. Okay, we got her. There we go. Hard chest open. Choking Grasp Tome. Teach us a spell. A simple hood. Entropic Touch. Let's go over here to the... Yes. Choking Grasp. Drain health. Hell yeah. Drain health. That's a good... That's pretty good. All right. I'll come back for her armor later. For now, though, like, check it out. You get this badass sword that does 19 damage. Oh, it weighs 45. What the hell? It's supposed to weigh 0. I guess they fixed that. It's supposed to be a quest item and weigh 0. Quest items are supposed to weigh 0. That was disappointingly easy. I don't think you can recruit Umbra. Oh yeah, her armor's technically... It's not as good as regular ebony armor, but for level 1, it's pretty good. But yeah, orcish. I think you're correct, Moongoose. I think it's actually orcish in quality. But now it's weight 45. I think maybe that's something to do with like the unofficial patch or something. I don't know. That was disappointingly easy. You're right. Is there anything else in here that's even worth getting? But anyway, if you're playing unmodded, that's an amazing level 1 weapon, and it's 0 weight normally, so you can enjoy that. Having a sword that weighs nothing, but for now I'm probably going to... I can use it. It's pretty good. I think the ebony shield might be good. That's an orcish shield. It just weighs a lot. I don't have enough weight to carry it. I think with this mod I can buy like extra pockets and stuff, so I may do that. And I have the Crimson Eviscerator already, so that might have been able to kill her anyway. And the Apotheosis. So it does 100 damage per second. That's a lot. Anyway. I chose the staff because it's easy, but you can technically get her down otherwise. She has a spell that is basically always like refilling her health, so you have to kill her really quickly, or her health will just regenerate faster than you can do damage. Even if you find like a spot to cheese the encounter, she will just continue regenerating health forever unless you can do a crap ton of damage to her. So that staff makes it easy. You can just buy that in the Imperial City if you have 5,000 gold. And if you don't have 5,000 gold, I don't know what to tell you. You're poor and worthless. And poor and worthless people, they definitely can't buy my Kickstarter, which I should be linking here. Let's go ahead and link it real quick. King Leper, you guys, you got to get the book. You can get a signed hardback. I think I'm going to add even more. People keep asking for more of the signed copies, so I'm going to offer more of them. Right now, there's 70 available, and I'll just have a hell of a time, kind of. Oh, you can keep Umbra in prison if you get arrested. See, I didn't know that. But I know we can get arrested, and that'll help us join, say, like the Dark Brotherhood. So whatever we want to do now, we can just do stuff. I don't know what to do. I'm going to maybe put some of this stuff away. Oh, no. I was going to go buy I think you can buy a backpack. So let's try that. Let's go over to the market district. So I got to level 2. I don't know what that did. Did it do anything? Or do I have to like rest to get attributes? I don't know. I don't know how this mod works. Did you notice WoW uses body type 1 and body type 2 instead of male and female? I did not. I haven't played WoW in a long time. So I haven't played WoW in a super long time. I like how like trans identity ends up unraveling itself when we do body type 1, body type 2. Are there more body types than those two? Or are those like...
Thorinir welcomes you to the court. May I interest
you know,
you in some of my fine wares?
An expensive cloak. These don't weigh much or do much. Imperial breeches. Those are good. Does he have anything here? Miner's lamp. He's got a lot of cool stuff. Okay. Elvish silver lantern. If you want to bring a lantern around, which is nice. I thought you could buy a backpack in this. That would give you like more pockets. Maybe not. Yeah. I need a better bow. I could sell those. Don't really need them, you know. I have the black hand stuff, which is way better. So we'll just... Now we can sell a lot of this stuff, right? Sell the restore fatigue. Sell the restore fatigue.
That's more than I usually pay.
Sell the restore fatigue. Because we're not going to use that a lot. Potion of healing. Potion of night eye. I'll probably sell that. Potion of cure poison. Let's probably sell that. Poison of illness. Get rid of that. The potions of healing and like basic damage health stuff I tend to keep. Really easy way to make money in this game is just to I bought a tent. All right.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Thought I bought a backpack last time, but maybe I didn't. I think it gives you more pockets. But maybe one of the other things is disabling it.
Goodbye. Please come again.
Oh man, I'm over encumbered here. What do I have here that's bad? Tent materials are 15 pounds? Oh, get out. All right, I'll come back and get those some other time. Yeah, the
Father's yours. I've got a nice house. I have a little income. Quite comfortable. The time is light on my hand. It's a beautiful city. I love to walk, talk with everyone, hear the news, share the little stories of the day. Buy. What do you want? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't buy or sell things.
Oh, he's a fence. Yeah,
You too.
he'll sell stolen goods. All right, let's quickly hop over here. We'll actually sell some garbage. Yeah, you keep getting encumbered by potions. I've had that happen. So much. It's pretty though. All right, so overall, I'm satisfied with this mod list. It's pretty good. I'll link it again before I go. You know, I have to wait around till nightfall because this guy's a vampire. Wait, hold on. Maybe I can rent a room.
Welcome to the what? There's a fresh bed of it.
Take it.
So be it. Head upstairs and look for the last door on. Have a fine journey and keep yourself safe.
Okay, we're gonna sleep for 6 hours.
You sleep
Whoa!
peacefully for a murderer.
I murdered Umbra.
That's good. You'll need a clear conscience for
Hell
what
yeah.
I'm about to propose.
Oh, Lucien LeChance. Who are you?
I am Lucien LeChance.
Oh, this is awesome.
Dark Brotherhood in you.
I'm so happy with this.
You are a king, taker of life, a harvester of souls.
The harvester of sorrow.
Your deathcraft pleases the Night Mother, and so I come to you with an offering, an opportunity to join our rather unique family.
Please continue, Mr. LeChance.
I find your etiquette refreshing.
He has no teeth for whatever reason.
Listen carefully.
Some error.
On the green road to the north of Braville lies the Inn of Ill Omen. There you will find a man named
Rufio.
Kill him, and your initiation into the Dark Brotherhood will be complete.
I do like how if you finish the Dark Brotherhood quest in Skyrim, you get his ghost as like a little summonable guy.
Deemed secure, I will reveal myself once more, bearing the love of your new family. No, the Night Mother seems to think otherwise. Allow me to grant you a gift in case you reconsider. It is a virgin blade and thirsts for blood. Now, I bid you farewell. I too hope we'll meet again soon.
You can ask about stuff.
Have you not heard of the Dark Brotherhood? Of the remorseless guild of paid assassins and homicidal cutthroats? Join us, and you'll find the Dark Brotherhood to be all that and so much more. We are, more than anything, a union of like-minded individuals. We kill for profit, for enjoyment, and for the glory of the dread Father Sithis. We are family, with bonds forged.
All right, this will be the last thing I do before I peace out here. But anyway, I showed you where you could get some cool level 1 items, including Umbra.
Praise our unholy matron. From her shadowed womb we were born. From her breast we suckled malice and pain. She loves her children. Know that Rufio is old and weak and sleeps his days away. You could kill him before he even has a chance to wake, if you so choose. I do not spread rumors. I create them. Yes, I am the speaker, a representative of the Dark Brotherhood. My voice is the voice of the Black Hand, our organization's ruling body. One of my duties is to find exceptional individuals, such as yourself, and offer a place within our family. Your path is clear. Send Rufio to his death, and the Dark Brotherhood will embrace you as family.
You can actually like kill him right here too, I think. Which is kind of funny. He turns on Chameleon and like goes away. Alright. Let's sleep for another 3 hours. And then we should be able to talk to this guy. Oh, he's not there yet. Not there yet. Sleep a bit more. Okay. Let's see my stats go up when I leveled up. So I'm not sure what happened here. Maybe they just go up automatically? I really don't know how this thing works. 50 blade skill though.
You need something.
I'll pay you to train me. Oh, he can train me in sneak. Oh, I can still only train 5 times a level. That's interesting.
Let's do business.
Okay. We're gonna just. This guy will usually sell stolen or buy stolen items, but he appears to not be doing that. That's interesting. I don't know why. He used to buy and sell stolen items. Okay, that's fine. We can stash our stolen goods. Hypothesis.
Have a look around. You won't find better
Yeah, I
prices in
can
all Tamriel.
buy some areas here, like a bedroom area, storage area, dark minion. Dark minion, if you could send him out on things, he'll raise your Dicker of Sithis will let you basically get buffs from the little thing in the basement.
Walk always in the shadow of Sithis.
Yeah, I do think. Well, I mean, there are at least in the vanilla version of the game, there are some guys who will just let you, you know, they will buy and sell stolen goods anyway, basically. So, all right, that's it. We're out of here. Okay, thanks so much, guys. Let me link all the stuff. Kickstarter. I will link the mods, which is Oblivion Rebirth Plus. Then we have... I am using just the Mascar's Oblivion overhaul for the... for the difficulty level. I may turn it off. I don't know. But if you want the whole hard mode collection, it's here. I didn't want to use the whole collection because it overwrites a lot of stuff that I liked graphically. So it's probably just too much, you know. Gives you an idea. All right, that's probably it for today. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. All that kind of good stuff. I appreciate the chat. I'm sorry that I didn't have gameplay on for a couple minutes. I just forget to look to my side to where my other monitor happens to be. Anyway, you can grab King Leper. It's an epic fantasy tome. You'll like it. It's good. Have a great one, and I'll see you all next time. All right, let me get some music queued up. Yeah? Where's some music? Here we go. Yeah. All right, there we go. All right, have a great one. See you all next time.